This is Scott, W2BLT, and welcome to the Morning Brew for the 8th of April, 2025. This is net number 940 for those keeping score. I'll be your host for the first hour, and then we'll turn it over to Mike, K2CMT, with Vicky on the log this morning. Question of the day, everyone, was submitted by Jason, KK7ZSH. It's, are you more of a dog or a cat person? I know there's many of both in here. Just wondered, are you more of a dog or a cat person? Let me acknowledge the text check-ins we have so far. We have KC2NJV Wayne, K4GDS Gil, KD9YUZ Jimmy, KA8BYU Roy, KE2EIO Michael, KE2EDS Mark, AA5JW James, KD2ZJH Stephen, N9BBM Nathan, K4KU Jason, KD2YUY Charles, and VE3XTD Eric. Let's go and take our mobiles. If you're mobile, please come with your call sign twice and slowly. This is Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4 Juliet November mobile. This is November 3 Lima Alpha Delta. November 3 Lima Alpha Delta mobile. This is Kilo Japan 5 India Charlie Golf KJ5 ICG mobile. Foxtrot Lima X-ray KE2 FLX. KF8 DGE Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Golf Echo in and out. Quebec Yankee Quebec M8QYQ mobile. All right, we'll hold it up there. Let me acknowledge who we have here. We have N8QYQJ. We had KF8DGE. Nick in Toledo was in and out. Good morning, Nick. We had KE2FLX Carl, KJ5ICG Gordon, N3LAD Chuck, and KZ4JN Anders. Any other mobiles before we run this list? Please come now, mobiles. Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet KF6HDJ mobile. KQ4 UAM KQ4 UAM. Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima. Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima mobile. Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey, now mobile. Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey. Can you just go ahead and upgrade me to mobile? Alrighty, we'll hold it up there. Recognizing W5KAL. Ken, KQ4UAM. Kevin, KS6HDJ Brent, and I acknowledge the rest. Let's go to the top of this list. AA5JW James in Spring, Texas, in the mobile this morning. Good morning. Well, good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody else out there. This is AA5JW Mobile and a little horse. So I'll keep it short and sweet, and we're going to go with dog today. I am more of a dog person, even though we have both. I'll say 73 Annabex in it, AA5JW. We'll be monitoring. Alrighty, thank you, James. Dog it is. Have a good day. KZ4 JN Anders. Good morning, Anders, and are you more of a dog or a cat person? Good morning.
morning, Scott and Vicky and everyone else. It's finally not Monday anymore, so that makes it automatically better. I am most certainly a dog person. We just got a set of little Yorkie puppies, 7 weeks old, and I'm gonna tell you, I love them. All right, hope everyone has a great day. Back to net control. This is KZ4JM.
Thanks, Anders. Have yourself a good day, and dog it is. N3 LAD Chuck in northern Cambria, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning to you, Vicky, and everybody on the net. Nice to hear everybody on this morning. Thank you for letting me check in. I'm mobile on my way into work, and I am definitely a cat person. I have 2 kitty cats currently that I rescued, and the XYL, she has 3 kitty cats as well. So just say good morning to everybody. 27 degrees here with light snow on the ground. Back to you, Scott, N3 LAD. Everybody have a great day.
Well, thank you for joining us, Chuck. We appreciate it, and have a good day. KJ5 ICG, Gordon in Richmond, Texas. Good morning, Gordon.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody else on the brew. I would have to say I'm more of a dog person. KJ5 ICG.
Alrighty, dog it is. Thanks for stopping by this morning. Carl, N2 FLX, right here in Buffalo, New York. Good morning, Carl.
FLX. Earlier in life, I would have said dog until I had a cat. Now I'm torn. KE2 FLX.
Alrighty, Carl, you have a good day, and thanks for joining us. N8QYQJ in Detroit, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning from beautiful downtown Detroit. I will reluctantly vote cat. We've had 7 of each over the years, but our kids still have a couple extra as well, so I think that's the tiebreaker. Cat from Detroit. Well, have a great day, everybody.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Let's go to KF6HDJ, Brent down in Pensacola, Florida. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Scott and Vicky. Well, everybody on the ECR will know where I'm going to take this. I'm a bat person, and April 17th is International Bat Appreciation Day, but since that wasn't one of my choices, I will take cat. Back to net control, KF6HDJ. Everyone have a great day.
Alrighty, thanks, Brent, and you enjoy National Bat Day. Thanks for joining us. KQ4 UAM, Kevin in Interlaken, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. It would definitely be dog for me. Everybody have a safe day. Appreciate everything everybody does. KQ4 UAM, back to the net.
Alrighty, thank you, Kevin. Have yourself a fine day. W5KAL, Ken out in Cleveland, Texas. Good morning, Ken. Are you more of a dog or a cat person?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. I would say dog. Like cats, but they're too independent. Everybody has safe travels out there, mobiling around. Enjoy the weather if you've got good weather. W5KAL, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Ken. Thanks for joining us this morning. Let me acknowledge a couple text check-ins here, and we'll go back to the top of this list and take them all. We had KQ4SKU, Gregory in Durham, North Carolina. Looks like you're new to the system. We got W4PPX, KQ4ZGF Bryn, and W3CVE Chuck. Let's go to the top of this list. Take our text check-ins. KC2NJV, Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning, Wayne.
KC2NJV here. If you've looked at my QRZ page, you definitely know it's a dog. I have currently what they call a cockalier, which is a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel and a Cocker Spaniel mixed. Have yourselves a great day.
All right, thank you, Wayne, and you as well. Appreciate you being here. This is W2BLT. Next up, Gil, K4GDS in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, everyone on the brew. I'm definitely a dog person. We have a pair of Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, 8-month-old puppies at home that absolutely steal your heart. But I also kind of want to see this Cavalier cross that just got mentioned. Kilo 4, Golf Delta Sierra, back to Nat.
Alrighty, Gil, have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. KD9, YUZ, Jimmy in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky, and everybody on the brew. Put me down for a dog. I got 2 Jack Russell Terriers, and they're both laying on their pillows right next to me. They listen to the morning brew with me every morning. KD9, YUZ, back to net.
Have yourself a good day. Next up, Roy in Blaisdell, KA8BYU. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, KA8BYU. Really, you have to ask? I would say cat. I've got my 2 fur kids here. One's laying in my lap, the other's laying over here on the chair, on the cushion. They never stray too far away. I've had both all my life, but the cats are a little easier to take care of. You don't have to take them out and walk them in the rain, the snow, and everything else. So, yeah, definitely a cat person.
Thanks for joining us, Roy. And I had to ask. I couldn't just assume, because when I do that, everything goes haywire. Have a great day. KE2EIO, Michael down in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. I have a little Yorkshire Terrier that runs the house. So I gotta say, dog. This KE2EIO 73, everybody, and back to net control. Thank you.
Alrighty. Have a good day, Michael. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, KE2EDS, Mark in Elma, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Scott, good morning, Vicky and the rest of the crew. Currently have no pets, but I am definitely a dog person. Y'all have a great day. KE2EDS.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Mark. And just a reminder to everybody, Mark can be heard right here on the East Coast Reflector on the open mic net we have. Stop by and sign up and try your hand at it. Next up, KD2ZJH, Stephen in Brooklyn, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the brew crew. I'm definitely a dog person, and I love the little emojis popping up on the check-in page. Everybody have a great day. KD2ZJH, back to net control.
Yeah, I was so involved in looking at it, I forgot, I didn't hear your answer. You a dog or a cat? Definitely a dog person, Scott. KD2ZJH, back to net control. There you go. We got a little dog emoticon right next to your name there. Have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. N9 BBM Nathan in Chicago, Illinois. Good morning, Nathan. W2BLT in the group, N9 BBM, Chicago. I am definitely a cat person. I have a cat. And when I used to travel, cat would take care of himself. So, put me down as a cat. I'll send it back to next control. Everyone have a great day from N9 BBM. Alrighty, have a good day and thanks for joining us this morning. Next up, K4KU, Jason down in Atlanta, Georgia. Morning, Jason.
Hey, good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. I'm working in Austin, Texas today, so the Brew Crew is an hour earlier than usual. And I am a dog person, and with that, I've got some meetings to get to pretty soon, so also have a great day. This is K4KU back to net control.
Oh, Jason, Austin, Texas. Go get yourself some of that fine Franklin barbecue while you're there. Thanks for joining us and have a good day. KD2YUY, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody on the brew. Definitely a dog person. 3 Shetland sheepdogs, and you've probably heard them in the background sometimes. Right now, one's curled up quietly sleeping next to my foot. 73 all, back to net control, KD2YUY.
All right, thank you, Charles. Appreciate you joining us and have a good day. And next up, KRV3XTD, Eric up in Gravenhurst, Ontario. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning. Good morning, Scott. Definitely a dog person. My little buddy here, after 15 years, I do have a couple of birds and a gecko in the house, and we haven't had cats in the past, but, dog person, definitely.
All right, thanks for joining us and have a good day, and hopefully it warms up if it's cold like it is here. Next up, looks like Gregory, new to the system, KQ4SKU in Durham, North Carolina. Good morning, Gregory. Are you more of a dog or a cat person? KQ4SKU, are you still with me? He might be out of reach or however he was coming in. Let's go to Don, W4PPX in Hollywood, Florida. And by golly, happy birthday, Don.
Good morning, Scott. Vicky. Hope Joe's still working hard on Hollywood repeater. It's not connected. But put me down for, I've had everything from Dachshunds to Border Collies to Great Danes, but I love them all. Have a good day. I'll catch everybody later. W4PPX. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, thank you, Don. Appreciate you joining us, and you enjoy your day today. Next up, KQ4ZGF Bryn in Rockholds, Kentucky. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. This is a timely question. I got a new dog yesterday, doubling the total. We got 2 now. so put me down for dog. Y'all have a great day. KQ4 ZGF, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Bryn. Appreciate you joining us this morning. W3CVE Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Everybody on the brew. Put me down for a dog, Scott. And with that, thanks for doing the net. Back to you, W3CVE.
All right, Chuck, dog it is. Thanks for joining us. Alrighty, time to start a new list, and via the text we have KF0MHN and K4MMX. Craig, let's take any check-ins anywheres looking to join us. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly. This is W2BLT.
Bravo 4 Romeo Oscar November Whiskey. Bravo 4 Romeo Oscar November Whiskey. Bravo 4 Romeo Oscar November Mobile.
Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike.
Alpha 2, Mike Alpha Tango. Kilowatt Alpha 2, Mike Alpha Tango.
Kilo Echo 6 Echo X-Ray. Kilo Echo 6 Echo X-Ray.
KE0GKF. KE0GKF.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike. Kilo 4 Papa Juliet Mike.
KJ5 KRE Kilo John 5 Kilo Romeo Echo Mobile.
Kilo Fox 8 Delta Alpha Papa. Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Alpha Papa. In and out.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there. Let me recognize from the bottom up, we had KF8 DAP William up in Gibraltar, Michigan. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome, and you were in and out. We had KJ5 KRE Jason, K4 PJM Perry, K2AAC Art, N4 RHE Roger, KE0 GKF Jeff, KE6EX Dave, KA2MAT Joe, WB4 RON Ron in a mobile. We had K4MMX Craig and KF0MHN Bill. Both text. We had N8ZFH Gary and KI-BMI Bill. Anyone else looking to get in, please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is Kilo Mike 4 Whiskey Lulu Delta KM4 WZD.
Breakfast 3 Tango Golf November in Ontario, Canada.
Delta Kilo Charlie 1 Juliet Papa Delta.
Kilo 5 Romeo Lima Romeo. K5 RLR.
November 5 Golf India. November 5 Golf India. Whiskey Alpha 2 Delta Alpha November. WA2 DAN. I'll be in and out.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there, recognizing from the bottom we had WA2DAN. Dan in Sayville, New York was in and out. Thanks for joining us. We had N5 GI Rick, K5RLR Randall, KC1 JPD Jeffrey, KM4 WZD, and VE3 TGN Tim, and KD2 VNU Derby Dan. Let's run this list. Let's go. We got a couple mobiles. Let's go to WB4 RON Ron from Niagara Falls, New York. Good morning, Ron. The question of the day is, are you more of a dog or a cat person?
WB4RO and Scott and Vicky and everybody else on the group. I'm going to have to say I'm more of a dog person, even though we have no pets. Yeah, more of a dog person. Back to the next WB4RO.
Thanks, Ron. Have a great day. KJ5 KRE Jason out in Fresno, Texas. Good morning.
Because
Good morning there, Bruce. Appreciate you having me on again this morning. Yeah, 100% dog person. I love my black labs and I love my boxers. So 100% on the dogs. KJ5 KRE.
Alrighty, thank you, Jason. Appreciate you joining us this morning.
My baby, K6 feet
Let's go up to KF0MHN, Bill in East Minnesota. Morning, Bill.
Nice up there tonight. A nice wind down here. Lovely wind.
No wind here, perfectly still. I went for a wrap around the place at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Scott, I think you called on Bill, KF0MHN, but always been a dog person. Back to net. This is KF0MHN. Yeah, we had some fellas down there and coming through Frederick, Maryland. They were having their own conversation. I'm sorry, Bill, I didn't get your answer. And good morning, by the way. Always been a dog person. Had a nice little black lab. She passed away a few years back, but always loved the dogs. Have a great morning. Take care. Alrighty, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you joining us. Give yourself a great day. K4 MMX Craig down in Oakland Park, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew and Vicky logging. I am definitely a dog person. Former cat person, but now a dog person. K4 MMX back to net.
Alrighty, dog it is. Thanks for joining us. Next up, KA2 MAT, Joe down in Hazlet, New Jersey. Good morning, Joe.
Well, good morning to you, and I think Vicky, I didn't hear, but if she's there, good morning. Yes, put me down as a dog. I've been called lots of things, and that includes one of them. Back to you.
Alrighty, Joe. Dog it is. Yep, and Vicky's here this morning. KE6EX Dave in Algonquin, Illinois. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone on the Reflector. I am definitely a dog person, love the boxers, and just enjoying my day off, listening to everyone here this morning. So just wishing everybody a great day, and this is KE6EX turning it back.
All right, thank you, Dave. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, one of your hosts here on the Morning Brew, KE0GKF, Jeff in Omaha, Nebraska. Good morning, Jeff. KE0GKF, are you still with me? Moving right along. Let's go to Roger, N4RHE down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Top of the morning, Roger.
W2BLT and the rest of the day to yourself, Scott, and clever cousin Vicky. November 4, Romeo Echo, dog, known as man's best friend. Until one is known the love of a pet, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. What about those national champion gators, Scott? November 4, Roger Ham enthusiast. Return to net.
Well, I've been out of the loop, but as far as basketball's concerned, no, not happening, Roger. Sorry. But congratulations to him anyways. Winning a national championship in anything is a feat. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us. Next up, K2AAC Art in Tonawanda, New York. Good morning. K2AAC, are you still with me? Well, moving right along, let's go to K4 PJM Perry down in Leesburg, Florida. Good morning.
K4 PGM, good morning, Scott and Vicky, and to the Morning Brew. We've always had both, lots of cats over the 52 years we've been together, and lots of dogs, but right now we're down to dogs. We love dogs. And thanks for whoever was working on our repeater down here. They did a great job. It's really been good the last couple days. We appreciate, shout out to them. Back to you, K4 PJM.
Thank you, Barry, and I'm glad they got it working just fine again. That's always a good thing. This is W2BLT. Next up, N8ZFH, Gary out in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. And before we got married, we both had dogs. And where we stayed wouldn't allow pets, so we snuck in a cat. And we've been cat people ever since. Please check me in and out, and ZFH, back to net.
All right, thank you, Gary. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next up, KI5 PMI, Bill out in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill. Are you more of a dog or a cat person?
Good morning, Scott, everybody on the brew. I'm a dog person, sir. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5 PMI, back to net.
Thank you, Bill. Hope you have a good day, and thanks for starting it with us this morning. Next up, VE3TGN, Tim up in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning there, Scott, and Vicky, and the brew there, and nice going there. I'm a cat person, definitely. My son's got a Persian cat, and he's a big cat, but really a lovable pet there, and I see him every week there on Monday when I go for supper for my son's place in West Windsor there. So cat is my favorite animal there. Over.
All righty, Tim. Cat it is, and thanks for joining us, and have a good day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Next up is KM4WZD, Joe in Claremont, Florida. Good morning.
Well, hey, Scott. Good morning to Vicky. Good morning to the... I've had 2 dogs in my life. Think the world of them. Pogo and Abby were just fantastic, actually. Abby's still with us. But the math is what tells the story. I've had 2 dogs, but I've had 19 cats. I've got 6 of them right now, 1 of them on my lap. You can put me down as a cat person. Everybody take care. 7-3s. Talk soon. It's KM4 WZD. Back to net.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Joe, and you have yourself a great day. Next up, KC1 JPD, Jeffrey in Milton, Vermont. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the net. You can put me down as a dog person. I like both dogs and cats, but dogs are my favorite. So I hope everyone has a great day. KC1 JPD, back to net.
Alrighty, Jeffrey, dog it is, and have a great day. Next up, let's go down to Spring, Texas, to K5 RLR, Randall. Good morning.
Well, good morning there, Scott and Vicky and Brother Scott out there if you're listening, and everybody else on the brew. K5 RLR. For me, it would have to be dogs. Gotta love my boxers. The one boxer that we have right now, Sugar, she's 13, and hope to make that 14. Hi. Hope everybody has a good day. 7-3s to all, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for running that, Scott. We do appreciate it. K5RLR, back to you, sir.
Alrighty, thank you, Randall. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go back up the list here to KE0GKF. I think he was having a few problems a little bit ago. Let's see if he's there. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Scott. I don't think I let the system unkey, and so I never keyed it up is what happened. Put me down for definitely a dog person. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh, my dog's saying, who's this Scott guy? I liked when UNet controlled Jeff. What's that? Oh, he's also saying Happy Taco Tuesday. Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Jeff. You and the dog have a great day. N5 GI, Rick, down in the Villages in Florida. Good morning.
Crew. It's a wet and dreary morning here in the Villages. Rather cool at 60 degrees, but enjoyable. And definitely a dog person. In fact, every morning when I'm listening to the brew, I'm walking the dog. So she's 1 year old as of yesterday, little Shih Tzu. Anyway, back to net. Y'all have a great week. N5GI.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here, and we'll take them. We had KD2 VNU, Derby Dan, N6 QDY David, KE2 EAU Jason, K6 AAN Mike, W2 RBC Randy, and AC2 ZD. Let's go to the top with KD2 VNU, Derby Dan, one of our system facilitators in Derby, New York. Good morning, Dan. Are you more of a cat or a dog person?
Good morning, Scott. Good morning to everybody on the brew today, and happy Tuesday. I'm a dog person. Had a dog pretty much most of my life. KD2 VNU, returning back to the net.
Alrighty, thank you, Dan. You have yourself a great day, and thanks for joining us. N6 QDY David out in Sacramento, California. Good early morning, David.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the brew crew. Happy Tuesday. I'm definitely a dog person. Definitely a dog person. Have a great day. Sub 3. QDY, back to net.
All right, thanks, David. You enjoy the day and appreciate you joining us. KE2EAU, Jason down in Dansville, New York. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, everybody. Put me down for a dog person for sure. I've had a couple cats don't mind for where it's at, Labradors in particular. Hope everybody has a good day. It's snowing here in New York. Back to net control. KE2EAU clear.
All right, thanks, Jason. I was up through Dansville yesterday there on the way back from Pennsylvania, and I'm glad it wasn't snowing yesterday. You have yourself a fine day. Let's go to K6AAN, Mike in Valley Springs, California. Good morning, Mike.
And good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew Crew. I'm definitely a dog person. The reason why I'm up at 0400 many mornings, that's what they do. So after I'm up anyway. I love both of them. Back to net control. You guys have a great day. This is K6AAM.
All right, thanks for joining us, Mike, and have yourself a great day. Let's go to one of our system facilitators, Randy, W2RBC, West Seneca. Good morning, Randy, and I've got to ask.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the brew. I'm a dog person. I have a 6-year-old Cavachon who's my best friend. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Alrighty, thanks, Randy. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Let's see, we have AC2ZD, Robert down in Chazy, New York. Good morning.
Good morning to everyone on the net. This is Robert, AC2ZD. I'm mobile in northern Vermont this morning. I've had dogs my whole life, and I've also been allergic to cats my whole life, so never really got to give them much of a chance. We've always had at least one dog in the house. That'll probably continue. I wish everybody a great day. Back to net.
All right, thanks, Robert. Appreciate you joining us, and happy motoring. Next up, one of our system facilitators, Al, K8BAC up in Britain, Michigan. Top of the morning, Al.
Everybody on the Brew Crew. I guess I'm obligated to say both. Because right now the cat's laying next to me with his claws sunk in my leg, so I'm afraid to say I'm just a dog person. I do like them both. But just about any critter that runs running around here. So everybody have a great day. Just getting up and going, getting ready to do a little workout and try to get this day kicked off. Everybody have a great one. Back to you, Scott, KBAC.
Alrighty, thank you, Al. Have yourself a great day. Next up, N5, JOJ, Bill in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, and Brew Crew there, top of the morning. Spring-like day here in Tahlequah, so this whole week's going to be nice. We're going to hit 80. Big change from last weekend there. And I'm a dog person. I've got 3 dogs. One's a blue heeler, and I just got a red heeler puppy, cattle dog. So I'm going to start training this little one here. He's about 8 weeks old. And then I have a Rhodesian Ridgeback, big over 100-pound dog there, big old hound dog. But that's about it. I don't really care for cats. I don't mind them, but I just don't have any here. So there you go on that. Everyone have a super day. And 5JOJ back to net control.
All Alrighty, Bill, thanks for joining us, and if you could throw some of that heat to the east here, we'd certainly appreciate it. Have a great day. And last on this list, KQ8U Bob in Ecorse, Michigan. Good morning, Bob.
Morning, Scott, and Ricky, and the rest of the crew. I'm a cat person. I've got 4. 2 tuxedos, a red tabby, and a Russian blue. Everybody good one. KQ8U back in there.
Alrighty, thank you, Bob. Appreciate you joining us, and enjoy the cats today. This is W2BLT. Time to take new station. New stations looking to join me on the morning brew. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly. Kilo 7, Delta Yankee. Kilo 7, Delta Yankee.
November Sierra 4 2NL for the net.
Mike Lima.
Yankee November.
KJ5 VUS Kilo Zim 5 Gulf Uniform Sierra.
Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor.
This is KR4 COB Kilo Romeo 4 Charlie Oscar Bravo in and out.
Norway Golf. No traffic. I love dogs.
Alrighty, let's hold it up there for just a moment. There was a couple pile-ups here. What I did get was KK7DY Clark, KD2NL Chip, KJ5 GUS Bruce, KT3LAV Mike. I got VA3 CRF Vern, and a KR4 COB in Virginia Beach Christopher. Is that a good call sign? KR4 COB?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Alrighty, looks like you're new to the system. Welcome, and don't be a stranger. And got you marked as in and out this morning. You have a good day. Who did I miss in that pile up there? Please come again twice and slowly.
Victor Echo 3, Radio November Golf. Victor Echo 3, Radio November Golf. I love dogs, in and out things.
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November. Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November.
Mike Lima in and out.
Romeo Oscar uniform. Mike 3 Romeo Oscar uniform.
India Foxtrot. Whiskey 9 Hotel India Foxtrot in and out.
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November Delta. Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November Delta in and out.
4 Golf 1 November Yankee Sierra 4 G1 NYS for the net.
Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November. Kilo Quebec 4 Yankee November.
WH, WHK, W8, WHK, in and out. Good morning.
Number 2, United Hotel. You like that? In and out.
Alrighty, we're going to hold it up there for a moment because I got a few that I need to redo here. We had an N2 station that sounded like N2 UHI or something like it. Can you come back again, please?
Number 2, United Hotel India, in and out.
Alrighty, we got it that time, Art. Was in and out. We had W8WHK. Bill in North Fort Myers was in and out. Let's see. We had KQ4YYN. Joe. We had a station in there sounded like 4GI or something NYS. Could you come back again there?
Okay, my call sign is 4 Golf 1 November Yankee Sierra. 4 Golf 1 November Yankee Sierra.
Okay, Stephen, and were you in and out?
Nope. I'll be staying on the net. I'll be waiting until I'll get called. 4G1 NYS.
Stephen, we'll be back to you shortly. We had W9HIF Leland in Athens, Georgia was in and out. We have M3ROU Peter. KQ4YYN is a duplicate. We have VE3NRG James up in Windsor, Ontario was in and out. And KR4COB was in and out as well. Let's go to the top of this list. We have W9EBB Don in Ocala via the text line. Let's go to the top of this list and run them as we have them. KK7DY Clark in Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. Oh, we're definitely dog people here. We had a Cocker Spaniel and then 3 Dachshunds. Back to the net, KK7DY.
Thanks, Clark. Have a great day. Appreciate you joining us. KD2NL, Chip in Cincinnati, New York. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. I am definitely a dog person. So you all have a good day and back to net. KD2NL Mobile.
Thank you, Chip. Appreciate you joining us this morning. KJ5, GUS, Bruce in Spring, Texas. Good morning, Bruce. Are you more of a dog or a cat person?
No, we can only have dogs in our house. We've got one in the house that's allergic to cats. And remember, dogs come when they're called. Cats have answering machines. So back to you. This is KJ5US.
Alrighty, thank you, Bruce. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, KC3LAV, Mike, down in Warwick Township in Littis, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Yes, sir, Scott. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone on the crew. This is KC3LAV, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. We're definitely a dog person here. Watson is radioactive. WATTSON, Watson. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for the morning brew. KC3LAV clear. Back to net.
All right, you have a great day, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Next up, Vern, VA3CRF up there in Waterdown, Ontario, walking in a chilly morning. Good morning, Vern.
as we speak. Scott, we are dog people. No pets right now because my ex-YL's allergies, but when I was growing up, we had a tiny Yorkshire Terrier that made up for her small size with her big attitude, and once chased away a German Shepherd that got a little too close with a little nip on the nose. For the rest of the day, taking my brother-in-law to a medical appointment and trying to stay warm. Have a good one, Scott. VA3 for us.
Me, I wouldn't be out in it. No way. Have a good day. Appreciate you joining us. Next up, M3ROU, Peter over in Lancashire, England. Good morning.
Most of you truckers or whatever you're doing, farming or whatever, you're going to go. I'm a cat person, a dog person. So, one of each, or did have one of each up to last year. Now we've got a new puppy and everybody's a year old now, so great on. Back to you. 3 years, back to Jacob.
All right, Peter, thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of the day. This is W2BLT. Next up, 4G1NYS. Stephen, good morning. And are you more of a cat or a dog person?
Thanks, Scott. Good evening from my homeland here in the Philippines. 3 minutes before 8 o'clock in the evening here. If I'm more of a dog or a cat person, maybe I'm a little bit of both. Because we have dogs at our house, then we also have cats at our balcony. Our pet dog is a bit of a crossbreed between a Chihuahua and a Shih Tzu, who has been our guard dog for 8 years already. And the cats are just free roaming, chasing mice every time that we're asleep. Anyway, that's it for me. Good evening from here in the Philippines. I'll send it back to control.
All right, thank you, Stephen. Have yourself a great rest of the evening there. KQ4YYN, Joe in Franklin, Georgia. Good morning. KQ4YYN, are you still with me?
Yes, sir, I am. Sorry about that. We're dog people, but we have a cat that we adopted when she was a baby. And the cat and the dog get along good. The Schnauzer and some kind of black cat. She got a little white on her, but we live in the country and we don't have to worry about snakes with that cat around, because you go after them. Back to the net. Hey, thank you for letting me on. Kilo Quebec 4, Yankee November.
All right, thanks for joining us, Joe, and have a great day. Next up, W9EBB, Webb, or Don in Ocala, Florida.
Morning, everyone. And hello to the gentleman up in the Philippines. Been there many, many times. Beautiful country. I am a dog person at heart. I currently have 3 cats. Everybody calls me the dog whisperer. And, in fact, I do dog sit, so it's my day. But you can put me down as a dog person. 73, you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. 73.
Appreciate you joining us, and that's going to do it for me. Let me acknowledge a couple other tech check-ins here before I turn it over. We had W2KDC Dennis, KF8 BPD John, W2AJR Andy, and KE8SMN Jeff. That's going to do it for me, folks. Everybody have a great day. We're going to turn it over to Mike, K2CMT. Thanks to Vicki on the log this morning. And we'll see everybody tonight at 8 o'clock on the TechNet. This is W2BLT. It's all yours, Mike.
Well, thank you, Scott. Good morning, everyone. And a special shout out to Don, W4PPX. Happy birthday again, oh buddy. And save some cake. Let me pick up the front of him customers. W2KDC, Dennis in Dansville, New York. Question of the day, Dennis, is, are you more of a dog or a cat person? That question is brought to you by Jason, KK7-2SH.
Good morning, everyone on the brew. We are definitely dog people. We had beagles for years and years. Then we had a brief respite. Well, respite isn't the right word. We had a brief time when we had cats. We inherited our daughter's cats. She found a man who became her husband who was allergic to cats. But the cats are gone now, and we have dogs. I have two cockapoos, miniature poodle cocker spaniel mix. They're sitting on my lap right now while I'm speaking to you. So definitely dog people. Everybody have a great day. This is W2KDC. Back to you.
Dennis, you be sure to tell your daughter that that would have been a deal breaker in my household. Yes, sir, Bob. I hope it all worked out. John in Coopersville, Michigan, KF8 BPD. Good morning, John.
Morning, Brew. This is John in Coopersville. I used to think myself as a dog person, but I sure do appreciate that the cat doesn't come inside from the woods smelling like she's been out there rolling around in something. Have a good day. KF8 BPD.
Thank you for joining us this morning, John. Andy in Chicawagua, W2AJR.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. I am definitely a dog person. I'm allergic to cats. Nothing against them other than that. Rest of the day is working, and we'll catch you on the TechNet. 7-3 all.
Andy, I personally don't have anything against cats either, other than the attitude. I just have a problem with that attitude. KE8SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hill, Michigan. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning to the Brew Crew. This is KE8SMN. Put me down for dogs. Definitely dogs. Allergic to cats, and we got a beautiful 5-month-old puppy that we're having a great time with. KE8SMN, back to net.
Thank you for joining me, Jeff. Next up is Milton, our friend from Houston, Texas. I'm sorry it didn't work out down there in basketball land last night, Houston. But Milton, WP4VW, good morning.
What's up there, mi amigo, to you and everybody listening, WP4VW. Well, first and foremost, congrats to University of Florida on defeating the Cougs. In fact, my little daughter goes to University of Houston, so hey, it is what it is. That's part of the game. To answer the question of the day, yes, we're dog people. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. The cats are okay, but my current health conditions, I can't have cats. Back to unit control, it's been quite a bit that I had not been able to get into the net, so always great to hear from you. 733 all WB4 Victor Whiskey. Adios.
Well, Milton's always a pleasure to hear you here.
And don't ever give up trying. Just keep on plugging. Dan in Coots, Texas, KD5RRJ.
Good morning, sir. KD5RRJ Mobile, and it would have to be both. We've got dogs and cats and have had both for years and years. I am slightly allergic to cats, so if they jump up in my lap and tempt me to pet them, I will have an allergic reaction. But we like having them around, and in addition to that, we've got dozens of ducks and chickens and goats. So we're probably just animal people all the way around. Y'all have a good rest of the day. This is KD5RRJ. Back to net.
Thank you, Dan. Next up is Scott, KY4NB. Memphis, Tennessee, Barbecue and Elvis.
Well, hi there, Mike, and everybody on the Brew Crew, KY4NB, Elvis and Barbecue Land. How did I get so lucky? Just turned the radio on, and I'm being called in. Thank you for that, and Miss Vicky behind the scenes. Well, we ran with terriers for years, and my wife's had them since she was kids, wire fox terriers, but we don't have a pet right now except for all the birds and squirrels. Frank and his cousins, his brother Redlin, I say, are out there constantly. So that's all we're running with right now, but we sure do miss our dogs. And Mom had a cat that lived to be 20, but have allergy to cats. But anyway, they're a different breed. Love them all, though. Thanks. Great question, KY4NB. Back to net, 7-3.
Thank you for joining us, Scott, and a little luck goes a long way, so make the most of it today. Let me acknowledge two stations on the text line, W8ROY, Roy, in Livonia, Michigan, and KI6KQO, Zachary, in Kissimmee, Florida. I'll be back to you shortly, gentlemen. Time to take in general check-ins. General check-ins, come on now.
CKC at Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Kilo Charlie.
N2BA0, yeah, in and out.
Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Zulu Papa Tango, Echo Link Mobile, in and out, good morning.
Kilo 6 Lima November India. K6 LNI, good morning and in and out.
For OSU, not for Ohio State University. Go Florida.
Delta Yankee 1 Alpha Juliet Delta. Delta Yankee 1 Alpha Juliet Delta. In and out. Good morning. Have a good day, everyone.
Kilo India 4, Zulu Kilo Echo. Kilo India 4, Zulu Kilo Echo. In and out. How about them Gators?
Romeo Alpha Hotel, KO4RAH. In and out. Good morning. November 8th, Romeo Whiskey Foxtrot, that's N8RWF. Please check me in and out, that's in and out. Good morning.
K8BWK, K8BWK, in and out.
Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot, Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot, Bravo Mike, mobile.
Alpha Mike 7 Whiskey Alpha Alpha, if you say mobile, in and out.
Okay, let's hold up for a moment while we get our list in order. And let me acknowledge a few stations that just checked in. M7WAA, Carl from across the pond. KO4FBM, Jose, mobile in St. Cloud. Both those stations were mobile. I'm going to go right straight to you. KO4FBM, Jose, good morning to you. Question of the day is, are you more of a dog or a cat person?
Good morning, Mike, and the rest of the morning crew. I'm a dog person. I used to have a cat, but used to live outside. I used to feed her every day. She was in the house. Back to you, Mike, 73.
Thank you, Jose. Carl, M7WAA. Good morning, Carl. Are you a dog or a cat person? Mobile station in England, if I have that right, M7WAA. Okay, now let me go ahead and acknowledge these stations that did check in. This last group here is In and Outers, K8BWK, Ben, N8RWF, Bill, KO4RAH, Ray, KI4ZKE, Mark, DY1AJD, Aaron. And sticking around, N4OSU, Jerry in Fort Lauderdale, K6LNI, Lancelot, Hayward, California, was in and out, thank you. KD5ZT, Paul from Baton Rouge, was mobile and in and out, thank you for waving a hand. Bill, one of our system facilitators, going to stick around and visit with us from Palmyra, N2BH. Joe from West Seneca was in and out, AJ0EF. Bill from Opahumpka, Florida, KR4CKC. Zachary from Kissimmee, KI6KQO. And Roy from Lavinia, W8ROY. Roy, I'm going to take you first, son. Are you a dog or a cat person?
Good morning, everyone, on the Morning Brew. 20 degrees, good 25 degrees here in Motor City, so I'll take it. Put me down for dogs. I got both, but this cat don't like me, so I'll take the dog. Back to you, W8ROY.
Thank you, Roy. And point of interest, your audio is extremely low. You might want to check it out. KI6KQO, Zachary in Kissimmee. Good morning.
Good morning to the Brew Crew. Put me down as a dog person, but I'm currently taking care of my daughter's cat, which I call my timeshare cat. So with that, I'll send it back to Net Control. KI6KQO, thanks for getting me in there.
Well, thank you, Zachary, and on behalf of your daughter, I'm sure she's thanking you as well. Bill in Opahumpka, Florida, KR4CKC. Good morning, Bill.
Overkill for us. Yes, I have a golden retriever and have a cat. Right now, I'm out walking Murphy, my golden retriever, my best buddy and constant companion.
I've had several retrievers over the years, and I know how you feel, buddy. Let me see who I got to talk to here. Bill, thank goodness. N2BH. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everybody. Put me down for dog person. I had a couple cats, but a lot more dogs, and the rest of the day, man, it's 26, windy and snowy here, and going to lunch with some retired deputies, and then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. And to BH.
Well, have fun with your buddies and enjoy yourself out there this morning. Jerry, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, N4OSU. What breed of dog is your favorite, Jerry?
Yeah, good morning to one and all. Irish Setter and 3 cats that are running a zoo over here. The cats ride on the backs of the Irish Setter and think nothing of it. And for OSU, we're down on your final, sir.
I had an Irish Setter when I was a very young person. He sure was hard to keep up with. Whole lot of energy. Thank you for being here. Next up, on coming in by way of the text line, and because he absolutely loves the text line, Mark in Albuquerque, New Mexico, along with my favorite blonde, Gracie, W5MHG.
Well, good morning, W5MHG. Gracie says bow wow yippee-yi-yay with 36 degrees in the backyard. We are dog people. Right now we got the golden retriever. She's been fed, she's been out, now she's laying down. Thanks so much for doing what you do, Vicky and the whole crew. We do appreciate it. We do love that text line. W5MHG from the land of enchantment. 7-3.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Mark, and every morning. Time for some new customers to jump on board. I'm looking for Echo Link and digital stations only on this round. Echo Link and digital stations only, please. Come now.
November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo.
Well, I did my best to make room there and got one taker, which is one more than I had. General check-ins, mobile stations. Any mobile stations out there, come now.
November 8, Mike Juliet, November. CJM, mobile in and out. CJM, mobile.
Victor, Alpha Juliet 5, Alpha X-Ray Charlie, Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha X-Ray Charlie, mobile.
Mike Lima, in and out.
Okay, let's hold up for just a second. The last station, KF8, question mark, Mike Lima. Give me your full call.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Mike Lima. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Mike Lima, in and out.
Thank you for the clarification, Jeff, and the wave as well. Any other stations, come now please, twice and slowly.
Whiskey Bravo 2, Lima, Mike Victor. Whiskey Bravo 2, lovely Mountain View. November Whiskey 3 United in at W3U.
Kilo Quebec 4, Papa Yankee X-Ray, KQ4 PYX. Mobile, in and out please. Good morning.
November 8, Hotel Lima, November. November 8, Hotel Lima, November.
Yankee November. I'm still with you from the previous hour. Kilo Quebec 4, Yankee November.
Okay, let's hold up a moment. Let me acknowledge these stations and acknowledge myself to start with. This is Mike, K2CMT. KQ4YYN, still here. Joe from Franklin, Georgia. N8HLN, Mike from Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. KQ4PYX, wave a hand. Stephen from Fruitland Park, Florida. NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina. WB2LMV, Glenn from Navanac, New York. Hope I said that right. NW3U, David in Garner, North Carolina, already acknowledged. Dick, the Godfather himself, WB2JPQ. KF8DML, in and out, wave the hand. Thank you, Jeff, from Linville, Michigan. VA3ERY, Eduardo, LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. The W2CJM, Charles in Selden, New York, mobile. N8MJN, wave the hand as well, Martian from Sterling Heights, Michigan. N1WEB, Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. WA8CLG, Doug from Homosassa, Florida. W2EM, Chuck from Lancaster, New York, by way of Lake Placid, Florida. And Ron from Amherst, New York, WA2WWK. Let me pick up Charles in Selden since he's mobile. W2CJM. Question of the day, are you more a dog or a cat person?
And the crew, I am a dog person. Thank you for doing the net. Have a great day.
Thank you for being with us. Appreciate it, Charles. Ron, Amherst, New York, WA2WWK. Good morning.
Well, good morning, everybody, on that W2WWK. Well, I love dogs. We've had several different ones. The one that stands out is a mixed breed, Labrador, Vizsla, and a Weimaraner. And boy, he was so well behaved. He took care of the kids, and he definitely was a guard dog. So all my experience goes towards dogs. I had very few cat experiences, and for the most part, their independence I wasn't too excited about. W2WWK.
Thank you for joining us, Ron. Dog it is. Chuck, Lancaster, New York, by way of Lake Placid, W2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Mike, and the rest of the brew crew. Put me down for both. I've had a bunch of cats and dogs, and they've all been wonderful. And my dogs were all Labrador retrievers. Never had little weasel weenie dogs. I know they're cute and nice, but never had any. Just had some real dogs. Anyway, back to net. Got to go to breakfast with a bunch of local hams down here. So have a good day. W2EM.
Well, Chuck, I know your days are numbered, so enjoy those breakfasts with the locals and those friends you've made over the years. Doug in Homosassa, Florida, you're up next. WA8CLG.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everyone. And I am a dog person. I love the smart dogs that are easily trainable. Always enjoyed training dogs. So, dog person I am. Back to you, Mike, WA8CLG. Everybody have a good day.
Doug, I personally have never met a dog that couldn't train me. It's the way it usually works out. Webb in Collierville, Tennessee. Good morning, buddy. N1WEB.
Good morning, Mike. Good morning to the net. I'm coming in on Echolink. I don't usually use Echolink. I'm usually on All-Star, but I'm trying out a new headset on a Windows laptop, so I hope it clears up the audio. I'll probably be on Echolink all week. And to answer the question, you can put me down as a dog person. Right now, we've got 3 grand dogs in our life, but yeah, dog person for sure. N1 WEB, back to net.
Well, Webb, let me give you a signal report and audio report by telling you that in Dick's words, your audio is reflector quality. So you can take that to the bank. Next up is Eduardo from LaSalle, Ontario, Canada. VA3ERY. VA3ERY. Are you still with me, Eduardo? Let's move right on along to the Godfather. Good morning, Dick. WB2JPQ.
Morning, Mike, Vicky, everyone. I might be the oddball here. I've never had a pet. I've never had a dog, never had a cat. Don't care really for either one. I'm not opposed to either. Well, I really don't like cats, I guess, but if I had to choose, it would be a small dog, but I've had a goldfish. That was expensive for my pet. WB2JPQ.
Well, Dick, up and down those steps would have kept a dog in pretty good health, going from the shack and following you around. Although he probably stayed up top where he had kitchen privileges. Thank you for being here. Glenn in Nabanock, am I saying that right, Glenn? WB2LMV.
Good morning, Mike, and everyone on the net. I am surprised that you say it absolutely correct, Mike. Many people don't. I have to say, my wife and I, we're here to serve cats. We rescue cats. We've got 2 right now in the house, and you end up serving them, not the other way around. Back to net, WB2LMV.
Well, Glenn, I'll have to mark that down on the win list. I had about a 50-50 chance on it. Thank you for joining us this morning. David in Garner, North Carolina, NW3U.
Well, good morning to Mike and everybody on the brew this morning, and I apologize for checking in twice this particular radio. Sometimes I miss the acknowledgement beep. And anyhow, my wife and I are dog people, but we do have cats. Cats tend to be a little easier to take care of if you're going away. They're a little easier to handle that way. But we've had a few dogs. We've got one now. We've got a mix of dogs and cats. But if I had to vote, I'd say I'm a dog person. And going down to visit a friend today, get out of the house and take it today. So that's the plan for the day. Thanks for having me in here, and we'll check in with you guys in the morning.
David, thank you for joining us. And everyone, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is the TechNet, so we'll hope to hear you there. Check in, bring us some questions, or help us with the answers. Just participate any way you can. Mike, Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan, N8HLN. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Mike and the crew. Here from Grosse Pointe Park, where it's a balmy 24 degrees. Answer to the question is I'm definitely a dog person, partial to labs. So we've had several over the years, and they've all been great. 73 to the group from N8HLN.
Well, thank you, Mike. Dogs it is. And yeah, a lot of labs is a very popular breed, that's for sure. KQ4YYN. Joe in Franklin, Georgia, you had something else to tell me?
yes, we are dog people, but we're cat people too. And I reckon we just love animals. You know, I used to think I was like the old Dr. Doolittle that Hugh Lofton wrote about, that we could communicate in some form with animals, you know, not necessarily verbally, but if you're around them long enough, you can understand what they're trying to tell you. This is KG4, YYN, back to you, man.
Thank you for joining us, Joe. K5YNU, Florin, in Conroe, Texas. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mike, and everyone else on the Morning Brew Crew. Put me down for dogs. Back to the net control. Everyone have a blessed one. K5YNU.
Thank you, Florin. Dogs it is. This is Mike, K2CMT. Time for some new customers. General check-ins come now, please, twice and slowly.
W7 OMH, W7 OMH Mobile, in and out. Good morning.
Whiskey, Bravo 5 International Telephone Telegraph, WB5ITT Mobile. KJ5, IMW, Kilo Julia 5, IMW.
CBM, N1, CBM. 4QMM, KO4QMM. C2, KHT, Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Hotel Tango. Kilo Golf 8, Julia Lima. Kilo Golf 8, Julia Lima. In and out.
Okay, let me acknowledge these stations from the plains of Ohio. Jason, KG8JL, in and out. Thank you for waving a hand. Henry from East Islip, New York, KC2KHT. Roger, CQ, Umatilla, Florida, KO4QMM. Arthur from Lincoln, Nebraska, or is that Lincoln, Maine? Y'all gonna have to tell me I didn't know it was a Lincoln, Maine. N1QWX. Carlos, Aeronautical Mobile, Hollywood, Florida, N1CBM. Richard from Corning, New York, W2RMW. Chris from Beaumont, Texas, WB5ITT. Mike from Wading River, New York, was in and out. Min Mobile, W7OMH. Didn't see any mobiles in there, so let me start at the top of my list with Chris in Beaumont, Texas, WB5ITT. Are you a dog man or a cat man? WB5ITT. Wake up, Chris. Chris must be having technical difficulties, because when we don't hear back from Chris, something went wrong. Richard in Corning, New York, W2RMW. W2RMW, are you still here? Well, moving on along. Carlos, Don't let me down, buddy. N1 CBM.
Good morning, Mike. I won't let you down, or as a matter of fact, anybody else down. Vicky, good morning. Everybody else always present. It's partly cloudy down here in Hollywood. It seems to be a good morning, 78 degrees. The wind has subsided, finally. I am a dog person. I like every single animal in the world, but I'm inclined to dogs. I've been ever since I was born. And 1 CBM, back to net.
Recheck.
Recheck, stand by a few minutes. Thank you, Carlos. Next up is Arthur from Lincoln, Maine, N1QWX.
This is N1QWX. Good morning, Mike and everyone on the group. Yeah, I guess I've always had a cat in the house, so you called me a cat person. So back to that, N1QWX.
Thank you, Arthur. Kitty cat it is. Roger, my friend and neighbor, KO4QMM. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, my friend to the east, and good morning, Vicky, and the brew crew. And I tell you, I got this ugly-looking cat that keeps setting my motion sensor off. So I put some food out there once in a while, and that sucker won't come out during the daylight. It won't let you get near it, so it doesn't like humans. So put me down for dog. I don't have either, but just put me down for that reason. Hope everybody has a nice day. Cloudy morning here. Windows are open. Beautiful in Florida. You Mike, KO4QMM clear.
Well, Roger, don't be discouraged, but keep putting that food out. That old boy is probably taking care of your rodent control problem. And, you know, you got a share of a wealth when you got that much cat food hanging around. KC2KHT, Henry in East Islip, New York. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Henry, KC2KHT, Long Island, New York. And I'm really an animal person. I love all animals. I've had pigeons and parakeets and cats and dogs, but I am primarily a dog person. And that's where it's at. Once I really got a dog and really started training it and everything else, I trained one of my dogs for search and rescue, and we really became real good bonded friends. So put me down for a dog. Back to the net, KC2KHT.
Well, Henry, sounds like a very progressive endeavor, and congratulations for providing that service to your community. Next up is Kenneth, Kingman, Arizona, KK6BCX. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning from Northern Arizona. Go ahead and put me down as for a dog, considering I've got one asleep on my lap right now. So I'm definitely a dog person. KK6BCX, back to net.
Thank you, Kenneth, for joining us this morning, and this early hour for you. Joseph in Rocky Point, New York, KE2ENR. KE2ENR, you came in on the text line, so please come back to me now.
KE2ENR, good morning, some morning brew crew, just in and out, checking in, back to net control.
Well, Joseph, I need to check the rule book. The text line is reserved for those folks who want to stick around and talk a while. and answer the daily question. It's not far in and out. So keep that in mind in the future, please. We're always glad to have you. New stations wishing to join the Morning Brew. Come now, please, twice and slowly.
KJ7, IJU, Kilo, Juliet 7, India, Juliet, Uniform, Mobile.
WB5 ITT, mobile recheck.
Kilo, Charlie 3, Foxtrot, Golf, Delta, Bravo, Kilo, Charlie 3, Foxtrot, Golf, Delta.
Delta X-ray Bravo.
November Alpha 2 Bravo, NA 2B.
KP2 in and out. Kilo Juliet 5, India, Victor Mike. Kilo Juliet 5, India, Victor Mike.
Back in and out. Whiskey 3, Bravo, Radio Lima. Whiskey 3, Bravo, Radio Lima, in and out.
Kilo Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey. KJ5, India Mike Whiskey, mobile.
Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Whiskey, Foxtrot. KF8, CWF, in and out. Okay, let's hold up there.
Kilo to India, Victor, K2IV.
All stations stand by. Let me acknowledge the stations I do have. K2IV, KF8CWF, KC2JPQ, KJ5IMW, W3BRL. I had a KC0G. Would that station give me your full call again, please? KC0.
Yeah, this is Kilo Charlie 0 Golf Alpha Quebec. KC0GAQ was in and out.
Thank you, Jeff. We got that. Appreciate it. KJ5IVM. KB2QBQ is in and out. Thank you, Mary. W2KJV, Tony, one of our system facilitators. NA2B, Charlie and Bertie in Sun City Center, Florida. KJ5DXB, Frank. KC3FGD, Ray. Chris, WB5ITT, recheck. KJ7IJU, Sean from Portland, Oregon. And Sean, I'm going to pick up you, Chris, and I have another mobile in there. So let's go with Sean first, KJ7IJU. Are you more of a dog or a cat person is the question of the day.
Morning. Hope everyone is doing well. I'll get straight to the question of the day, and I am a dog person. Always have been. I like cats too, but if I had to choose one or the other, it'd always be a dog. Hands down. I'll hand it back to you guys. 73 to all. KJ7, IJU. I'll be clear.
Thank you for joining us, Sean. Drive WB5ITT. Chris, you got your technical difficulties squared away. Good morning.
No technical difficulties, Mike. The boss called on the phone. I had to answer. Business was first. So, sorry about missing my slot earlier. As most people know, I am a dog person. I've rescued, so many dozen of poor animals from shelters, helped them get transported. Right now I have 10 canines at the house, most of them rescues, and of course they all love their human daddy. I've got along with cats, even feral cats. and had horses in the past, other animals, but definitely a dog lover. Anyhow, headed into Beaumont today. Got to work with Motorola on the regional radio system, which is what the boss was calling me about. So, hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Clear skies, 47 degrees here in southeast Texas. Well, it's kind of odd for this time of the year. And everybody have a good one. WB5ITT Mobile back to net.
Thank you for joining us, Chris. Next up is Robert from Houston, Texas, KJ5IMW.
Good morning to everybody on the crew. I am definitely a dog lover. Just dropped mine off at doggy daycare, so I get a free day. 7-3's everybody on the net, and back to net control.
Thank you for joining us, Robert. I'm sure your puppy appreciates you. Kevin in Syracuse, New York. Haven't talked in a while, Kevin. K2IV.
Growing up, I was dogs, but in later life, I've been solo, although I have family members with lots of cats, so, but from a personal perspective, I would have to answer the question today is cats. I'm sorry, is dogs. Everybody have a great day. Just about to pull into the dealer here for a little car.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning, Kevin. Charlie and Bertie in Sun City Center, Florida. NA2B. Good morning, Charlie.
I'm not sure what that was, but I thought I'd wait for it. Hey, Mike, and everybody on the Morning Brew from Bertie and I here in Tampa Bay, where it's, 72 degrees, I think, and rainy. It's going to be a beautiful day, a little overcast. We're going to enjoy it because we know it's coming down the road. Anyway, in response to the question, Mike, we would say we much prefer dogs, although we've had both in the many married, but mainly we've had dogs. The last pup we had was a little Pomeranian, and I gotta tell you, he's the best dog I ever owned. Holy Christmas. He was more like a kid than he was a dog. And we haven't had the heart to bring anything in the house ever since he left. Still have a lot of good still. So I've tried to take his place and be the old dog of the house, but Bertie just ain't having it. So I don't know, Mike. I think I just give up. Good day. Thanks for what you do. K2CMTNA2B back to that.
Well, thank you, Charlie, for joining us this morning. And doggies it is. Next up is one of our system facilitators and the man responsible for the slideshows on YouTube, W2KJV. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Mike. Tony here, W2KJV in Homosassa, where we had some light rain overnight, and it's 63 degrees outside, and that put me down for a dog person. I had dogs most of my life, and had a cat too, but like dogs a little bit better. Hope everyone has a great day. 7-3 off. KJV.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Tony. Doggies it is. Next up is Ruth from Cold Spring, Texas, KJ5IBM. Good morning, Ruth.
Good morning, morning crew. I am typically a cat person, although I did rescue 2 dogs a couple of years ago, and I do love them very much. Cats are definitely easier to take care of, and so that's all. It's beautiful weather here today. Y'all are sounding great this morning. 73, back to net.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Ruth. Glad to have you. Robert in Houston, Texas, KJ5IMW. Have we spoken this morning? I think we have. So let me move along to Frank in Lancaster, New York. KC2JPQ.
Good morning, Mike, and everybody listening to the brew. I'm definitely a dog person, and I'm looking out the window. Good old Buffalo weather. It's snowing. So, not much going on today, Mike. I'll send it back to you. Have a great day. KC2JPQ.
Well, Frank, I'm not envious, that's for sure. Don't have my snow boots on or a snow shovel handy, so I couldn't do you any good. Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. DE3TCS. Good morning. Tim in Windsor, are you with me? Well, let me take news stations. News stations wishing to join the morning brew. Come on now, twice and slowly.
Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Mike, you forgot to address me.
November Whiskey 4, Quebec. November Whiskey 4, Quebec.
KF5 WFB. Kilo Foxtrot 5
Quebec 4 Alpha Yankee Hotel. Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Yankee Hotel. Gary Fort Lauderdale.
November Whiskey 4, Quebec. NW4Q.
KK4OXX, KK4OXX, Miramar Clothing, and out.
Bravo Mobile, in and out. KE2FLO.
Okay, hold up for a moment. Let me get a couple of corrections taken care of here. Last station, LQ. Give me your full call again, please. Your audio is very low.
Kilo India 5 Yankee Quebec. Kilo India 5 Yankee Lima Quebec. In and out.
Okay, Jeffrey, thank you for clarifying that. From Tomball, Texas. On the text line, W8RJD, Ryan from Rochester Hills, Michigan. KE2FLO from Buffalo. N2JOP, waved a hand, Michael from Center Reach, New York. KK4OXX, Jones from Miramar, Florida. KQ4AYH, Gary from Fort Lauderdale. KF5WFB, Elijah from Houston, Texas. NW4Q, Jim and Trish from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And Ray, the hardest working man. How could I ever overlook you? But I did, and I apologize. KC3FGD. Good morning, Ray. Are you a dog person, a cat person, or just a garden person?
Good morning, Mike, Vicky, and everyone on the brew. Well, we used to be dog people. We had Great Dane show dogs for a while, but 20 years ago we switched over to cats, so we are definitely cat people now. Boy, I almost made it in here. The Echo Link wasn't working for a while, and the Manchester repeater is so noisy I can't speak on it. Anyway, Rest of the day, boy, we got some cold temperatures here. I'm concerned about my asparagus, which is growing like crazy, and the the spring crops here. So we're talking 26 degrees tonight. I don't know how that's going to work out. Hey, listen, everyone, have a wonderful day. Back to Mike at Net Control.
Thank you for joining us, Ray. NW4Q, Jim and Trish in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Mike and all the brew there. Trish is a dog lover, and I go along. Hope you have a nice day.
Good choice there, Jim. Very good choice. Elijah in Houston, Texas, or Alicia, I'm not sure which. KF5WFB.
Greetings to everybody on the Brew Crew. This is KF5WFB Elisha. Put me down as a dog person. Though I don't have many pets, but I've been raised around them, dachshunds and labs, and being blind, I know of people that have guide dogs of various breeds. Anyway, back to Net from KF5WFB.
Thank you for joining us, Elijah. Gary in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, KQ4AYH.
Yes, sir. Good morning to everybody on the brew. Looking at my canine German Shepherd, Akita, I would have to say I'm a dog lover. In fact, we're such a good dog lover that we could be living on the water right now, but because of her, we had to move elsewhere. But other than that, we'll go back to Net Control. Fort Lauderdale, sunny. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, about 76 degrees. KQ4AYH, back to Net Control.
Thank you for joining us, Gary. Jonas, Miramar, Florida, KK4OXX.
Good morning. Thanks for my check-in. Best wishes to everyone. Cat lovers. You all have a great one. KK4OXX.
KE2FLO, Mike in Buffalo.
Everybody on the brew. You got Mike here coming out of Buffalo. I love all animals. Currently I have 4 cats. I can't have a dog at the current residence that I'm at. Landlord won't let me have a dog. So we have 4 cats over here, but I was raised with all kinds of animals throughout my life. KE2FLO, back to Net.
Thank you for joining us, Mike. Ryan, by way of a text line, Rochester Hills, Michigan, W8RJD.
Good morning to everybody on the brew. Yeah, don't put me down for dog person. Love my little dog, Bucky. He's a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. It's a great little dog. And Rochester Hills is also home to Leader Dogs for the Blind, so it'd be remiss if we didn't be a dog person. Back to Net Control. Have a great one from the Great Lakes State. W8RJD.
Thank you for being with us, Ryan. And KI5YLQ, thank you for waving a hand. I've got time for one more check-in.
Okay, B3,
From Leesburg, Florida. And the winner is KB3VPK, along with a tie on KB2 AH, I believe, and W9SAM. You got 3 for 1. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Don't have time to talk to you. This is Mike on behalf of Scott, W2BLT, and Miss Vicky, who's kept us straight this morning on the log. Want everyone that joined us to take time this evening at 8 p.m. to join us on the TechNet. Come bring a question or bring an answer or participate any other way you can. Thank you for joining us. This is K2 CMT 73.